Sitting all day is bad for your health. Research shows that the people who sit at the desk or chair for more than 6 hours or more have a greater chance of developing illness related to being sedentary. And we'll be right back after this message. Oops. Hi, welcome back to Stress Out Strategy. If we haven't met yet, my name is Vincent Moon, where I help people like you stay stress-free by changing one habit at a time. And if you're new here, please say new in the chat, or if you're watching after the fact, say new and we will welcome you properly. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button so that when we are live, you will get notification right away. You'll be notified when we are live. Okay? Alright, let's jump right into what we're going to talk today. Sitting too much could be bad for you. How bad? Yeah. If you sit too much, it will create, or it will raise your risk of heart disease, diabetic, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, also dementia. So what happened though? It raises the chances of diabetic. If you sit all day, it can only because you burn less calories, right? And also, doctors are not clear, but they found out that sitting may change the way your body reacts to the insulin and also the hormones that supposedly help burn the sugar and the carbs for energy. So, and also, what does it do? It also causes you to gain weight. Surfing the web for hours, make you excuse me, you're more likely to be overweight and obese. And it might also create more your anxiety. Anxiety level might spike up. Why? Because basically you're spending too much time on the screen, and usually you're by yourself, right? You'll be alone, and you'll be lack of sleep, and that can make you be more anxious, right? This is a major one. It will wreck your back. Why? Because you're sitting down, right? So when you sit, it will stress out your back muscle, your neck muscle, your spine, and it's worse when you slouch, right? So no matter if you have your ergonomics is good, you have a good you have the right position, like the distance from the screen, which is 1 arm length, and also your mouse and your keyboard are at shoulder level when you move your hands. So even though those are right, ergonomics are right, but the thing is, if you sit too long, it won't help, right? So what should you do? We'll figure it out later. Okay, I'll tell you what to do later. Now we just finding out why is sitting no good. All right, sitting too long is no good. Not sitting is no good. All right. It also increase your chances of getting cancer. You may likely to get colon cancer, lung cancer, or endometrial cancer. So because that even though if you are a super active person, but the reason is also back to how much time you spend sitting. You can be active after work, but then if you spend like 6-7 hours sitting down, it's not going to help as much. So, all right, how do you save yourself from the danger of sitting? So, let me see. Oops. How do you save yourself? Put in the chat. Let me know. Okay. All right. One thing you can do is instead of driving the car, walk or cycle, or take the public transportation if you can. Like for in New York City, they have a lot of rental bikes along the street. You can rent that, or you can get your own bike and cycle the way to work, or cycle the way to the park, or cycle the way to your groceries, right? Yeah, but see, the thing is, nobody go buy their groceries anymore, because I have a Fresh Direct, Amazon Direct, and everybody is getting stuff delivered. And who's benefiting? People that do give you the service, because they are the one that get the exercise, right? Anyways, so when I was living in New York City itself, I used always have a bicycle, and I bought a bicycle basket in the front, so I can throw my bag there, and then cycle to work. And if I need to get groceries, just throw everything in the basket, and it's so convenient, and it's also healthy. And I believe I read an article in Denmark that they're trying to promote. I think it's Denmark. It's the Dutch, right? Yeah, Denmark. Okay. Is it the same? Should be the same. Yeah. All right. So what happened is, they're promoting bicycling, and they have like so many bicycles, and people don't steal bicycles. But in New York City, make sure you change your bike, or else it's going to be gone. I remember one time I was parking. Let me see. I was working in a restaurant, and I locked my bicycle on the street, right, with the U-lock, and when I came out, this guy with a 2x4 is trying to break my lock, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, sorry, and he walked away. Go figure, right? Anyways, that's New York City, and it's safe. Yeah, so make sure you lock your bike. I have my son too. One time, he has a regular bike, and he has those cable lock, and somehow or other they broke it and took the bike away. So you have to be a little careful, but it's still safe. All right, that's bicycling, right? Okay, so if you can, walk to the supermarket, or take the bus and then do some walking instead of like driving there. If you can, if you live in the area, they can have public transportation. Do that. All right. Okay. At work, maybe take the stairs instead of the elevator or escalator. That will help you get more exercise, right? Or if you take the bus, stop one stop away and walk. Like in the city, you can take the subway. Also, same thing. Maybe if you want to go to 34th Street, stop at 42nd Street and walk the rest of the way, right? So that will give you some exercise. Or if you're driving to shopping, or to shop, or go shopping, or something like that, just park a little bit further so you can do some walking. All right. If let's go to work. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Yep. When I was working in corporate America, there was always a sign at the by the elevator saying, try to use the stairs. It's healthier for you. No, they didn't say it's healthier for you. They said try use the stairs and reserve the excuse me, elevator for the customers. It's a good way to say it. Go exercise, right? It's a nice and polite way. Yeah, but that is good for you. They help encourage you to exercise and kind of like de-stress, right? Okay. When you reading your email, maybe stand up and read your email instead of sitting down all the time. And also, instead of sending your colleague an email, just walk across walk across to them and talk about it. All right, and this is very important. To me, it's very important, but I think it's also important to everybody, I guess. Excuse me. When I was working in corporate America, I always make sure, no matter how short my lunch break is, usually it's 1 hour, right? But we have so much work that you can't take the hour. So what I do, because I work on the hourly basis, I get paid per hour. So what I do, or what I normally do, is take my lunch and go eat somewhere. Because if you eat and do your lunch, eat your lunch and work at the same time, it doesn't help, because it's kind of like going to mess up your brain a little bit. It's like, the stomach say, should I process the food first, or should I be thinking and doing what he's doing on the computer or working, right? So that will kind of like mess up your equilibrium, I guess. It's confuse your system. So always go somewhere else to eat, stay away from work. That will, number one, help you nourish yourself, right? And also, number two, it helps you like take away the stress from work stress. So, and also it helps you to walk away and refresh yourself. Okay, usually you can go to, if you have your office don't have a cafeteria, go outside, take a break, eat in a park or something. All right, and instead of what did I say? All right, okay, let's go to indoors now. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking now. And if you're having a meeting, with your colleagues, maybe take a walking meeting instead of sitting in a conference room, and you're gonna end up sitting all day, right? So maybe you just walk in the conference room. I don't know, but figure it out. Like, instead of having the meetings sitting down, just do something, move a little bit, right? Okay. The next one is, don't you be active indoors. So don't let the weather stop you. Like Steele was saying, it's raining outside. Yes, raining outside. So over here we will have the snowstorm this past weekend, and it's crazy. So don't let the weather stop you. You can always do something indoors. Like, okay, instead of going outside, just do some squats, do some sit-ups, and do some lunges. Okay, and find some indoor activities. If you're lucky enough, you have an indoor pool. That would be great. That's the best ideal thing, because we have a pool here, but it's only open in the summer, because it's an outdoor pool. If maybe next time I will move to a place with an indoor pool, so you can use the pool a year round, right? I love to swim, so it's good. Swimming is a good exercise, and it helps your joints and stuff. It doesn't take too much stress on your joints. Okay, so you can do indoor stuff like yoga, Pilates, martial arts, and squash. Yeah, I used to play squash in Malaysia, but then here you can do, we do racquetball here, and indoor rock climbing. These are my son's favorite. They have a rock climbing in Yukon, so he loves that. And my other son, he likes to go to indoor rock climbing too, and we have one nearby here, and it's actually very relaxing, help you to de-stress, and also make your brain work, and actually when we were on vacation one time in LA, and they wanted to go climbing, so I went with them. It's like, oh wow, it's like, it's to stand there, think about how you're going to climb and what technique you're going to use and how you what you need to do to get up to the top. So it's relaxing and also helps you think, so which is good, right? All right, how do you reduce your sedentary behavior, basically like sitting down too much behavior? One thing you can do is set a timer on your iPhone, iWatch, whatever gadget you have. Set a timer, maybe every 2 hours, take a 1 or 2 minute break. Why? Because when you sit down, you're basically putting too much pressure on your back. And no matter how you sit, the best, of course, you sit at a good posture, right? But I've seen people, after a while, they just kind of like get sucked into the screen because they want to concentrate on the work, and so what happens is they're going to suck into it, so they go like closer closer into the screen. And what happens when you go closer into the screen? You see your neck will be away from the proper posture, which is your ear, shoulder, and your hand down the side. This line here should be all aligned. It's a straight line. Okay, that's the good posture. But then with concentration and work, even though you have bigger screen, you kind of like you will lean into it, and that creates the hunching part, and that is not good for your health, because it's creating stress on your neck, shoulder, and your spine, right? And what we just said earlier, with sitting too much, is going to mess up your back, and you're going to create a lot of problem, right? Okay, so set an alarm. Okay, and when you're at work, stand up and talk on the phone if you need to answer a phone, and also stand up when you what do you call that? When you're reading your report or emails. Okay, and nowadays a lot of companies, they have a standing table, which is great. I have here a what do you call that? Forget that word. It's a lifter. It's, a desk lifter. I have. You can go up and down. You see. Let me show you. See how my mic goes down. Okay. Now I need to pull it up. So it's a lifting desk. Okay. And also a lot of company now, they are using treadmill desk. Treadmill, like, so you end up walking and doing your work and have a computer right in front. It's like doing exercise at the gym, but you're working. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. So, and when you're at home while watching your favorite TV, you can stand up and do some ironing, get your clothes ready for the next day, or you can do something, or maybe stand up and stretch. Okay. And rather than sitting down reading, you can listen to a recorded recorded book, or what do you call that thing? Slipped my mind. Audible book. Yeah. Okay, you can have that. Do that while you're cleaning or working in the garden and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and also try to take public transportation. It helps. And let me see. Oh, and then I'm jumping back and forth now. I just missed. When you're at the office, you can put your your garbage bin like further away instead of like reaching out and throw stuff. You can just walk further, a little further to throw, and that will help you to excuse me, and that will help you to get up and move, right? And also, like if you have a conference call or something, have it on and a speakerphone, and then you can walk around during the meeting. All right, so those are some of the tips, some of the stuff that you can do to improve your sitting health. The most important one, I think, also is, you try to take breaks, which is a good thing, because number one, it will help you to realign your spine and relax your muscle, and also to help you de-stress, because sometimes people want to get the work done and they forgot about taking breaks. So it helps, because if not, then you end up having aches and pains after you finish all the work. So that's not fun, right? All right, let me just go to the chat and see what we have here. Need to change your bike here too. Oh yeah, in Vancouver too, right? Yeah, if not, it's gonna be gone, right? Okay, and I think this is a emoji. All right, here is good, no storm here, can still go out. Yeah, you guys have a better weather this year. We have storm and stuff, but that was only once. But today is just raining all day, so it's good that it will melt all the snow from last week. All right, so if you have any more questions, just put in the chat. You can. Okay, I will always come back, and I will always come back and check. And let me see. Oh, it's gone in your area. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any more questions, please put in the chat below. And if you're watching after this, let me know, and I'll be happy to reply and answer your question. Okay. And don't forget to, if you want to support us, you can always go to buy me a coffee right here. Buy me coffee buymeacoffee.com/Vincent Moon to help support that. And let me just show you what we have over there. All right. Okay. Change screen. All right. You can always go buy me a coffee down here. All right. You can always get right here. You can just click like how many coffee you want to buy, 1, 2, 3, or 10, or whatever, and then just support us from there. And also, you can help support us through our merch store. I'm going to put the link in the description below, and these are the t-shirts that I've been wearing and have, and you can support us through that way too. And of course, you can, on the link below here, I think it's here, right here. Yeah, you can super chat us to help support the channel, so that we can continue to do this. All right. Okay. So, and don't forget what? Don't forget to, oops. Oh, today's pick one. Stay stress-free by changing one habit at a time. And I see you in the next video. lucky no snow there. Alright, you can also check out other videos over there. Right here, up and down, okay? Alright.